Steve, this is a story not just of... Oh, wait. That's not right. Hold on a second. I'm going to start this over again. Broadcast engineer, don't edit this out. But I need to get the era correct. This is a tale from the days when the fabled Hoosier 11 cast a long gray shadow on the fall sky at Old Memorial Stadium on the beautiful Bloomington campus. And if you're a skeptic that there was a fabled Hoosier 11, ho ho! The Bloomington boys of Coach Bo McMillan ushered in a golden era of the gridiron, not to mention sports announcer alliteration, winning IU's first Big Ten championship in 1945 with star player, the man who broke the Hoosier color barrier, George Taliaferro. But while this parlayed into pigskin success, another more important battle was simultaneously taking place.
At the sound of the V4 victory, the correct Eastern War Time, 2 o'clock.
The Coast to Coast Mutual Network presents the exclusive story of the Battle of Midway Island.
WIBC, then on AM, was home to the old Mutual Broadcasting System during World War II. Among the battleships that were hurriedly built to replace the Pacific Fleet destroyed by the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor was the USS Indiana, a 680-foot-long behemoth that could hold 1,800 sailors and shot down at least 15 enemy planes as it battled across the islands of the Pacific Theater. It also wasn't the first USS Indiana.
The first one, BB-1, was actually a battleship that was involved with the Spanish-American War. To have two battleships from a state is very rare, and we're very proud to have that.
Retired General Stuart Goodwin heads the Indiana War Memorial. We got together in front of a scale model of the second USS Indiana at the War Memorial Museum because IU is getting another piece of the old girl. The prow, the forwardmost part of the bow of the ship, has been donated to the university by the family of collector Frank Spenger. He had it at his family's restaurant in Berkeley, California for decades. How'd he get it? Well, the Indiana was scrapped back in the 1960s. War Memorial Museum Director Ethan Wright says, like a lot of battleships, it was decommissioned after the war.
It's expensive to produce, it's expensive to crew. They've got to train, every sailor on board has a special duty. So it's a resource-intensive and technologically and manpower-intensive product to produce a ship like this, which is why you had to be a great power to own these ships.
If you're wondering why the state of Indiana didn't already have the USS Indiana, we do, sort of.
We have the ship's wheel here at the War Memorial as well as the ship's bell. The main mast is down at Memorial Stadium in IU, and the anchor is up at the War Memorial Stadium in Fort Wayne.
And General Goodwin admits there might be just a smidge of jealousy that IU is getting this part of the ship.
People probably didn't have the history of it in mind as far as keeping them intact or keeping them all together. And so now we hear these stories about things that happened, in this case, back 40, 45 years ago, and what happened is that just happened to find its way back to Indiana, which we're really excited about. And the fact is we'd like to have that kind of stuff at the Indiana War Memorial, but just having it back in the state of Indiana is really important.
The prow of the USS Indiana will be displayed alongside the main mast and 2 guns from the battleship outside the current Memorial Stadium. They'll be dedicated September... No, hold on, broadcast engineer. Got to bring this home the right way, okay? The Hoosier home team will honor the sacrifice of their wartime brethren September 7th, dedicating the vestiges from the distinguished battleship appropriately before the Indiana 11 battle the midshipmen from the Naval Academy for gridiron supremacy.
This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Steve?